Hi, Sagittarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is for my Sag, and any cross watchers always welcome. Let's see what Spirit has for you. It's a general love reading. Let's see what the cards are saying today. What does Spirit want to share with us? Spirit, I ask that you guide me. What are the messages of love that you have for us? I am listening for you now. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. I'm so grateful that you're here. Let's see what we have. I have feeling shut out. Okay. Maybe somebody's been holding back their feelings and you're wondering what is going on with this person. Freedom. Okay. A little bit of a pulling away energy happening. I have adjustments required. Adjustments required. I don't like the pulling away energy. I want you to come closer to me or be closer to me. Let's see what else they're saying. And I have stagnant. Okay, so we've got somebody that we might be thinking of that it's, I don't know, it's either slowing down or it's not moving forward. I am going to throw the word inconsistent out there only because I feel like sleep, boring. All right, bottom of the deck, it says getting bored. Okay, that could be you. Maybe you're getting bored with this person. Maybe this person isn't putting in the effort into wanting to be in this connection with you. So let's see what the cards are saying. Right now, I feel like I'm going to go back to that word inconsistent. Either, you know, maybe it's good sometimes, but other times it's like I feel like I'm just, you know, waiting for something to happen. But let's see what the cards are saying. I've got a 4 of Cups. I've got a 10 of Cups. I have a Justice card. And I have a Queen of Cups. So the first thing that came into me was this feeling of I'm guarding my emotions. So I think that you've got, unfortunately, somebody who's afraid to commit or is completely avoiding that topic, that conversation. Spirit just said they're just not putting the energy into taking things to the next level. So they could be perfectly happy with status quo or where we are and what's the big deal, why do you need more, you know, something like that. But if you do need more, if you're looking for a commitment and you've got that Justice card and that Queen of Cups, I want to feel emotionally secure, I want to feel like I'm in a committed relationship, then that's something that's important to you. And what's going to happen is, you know, you start to look at it and say, this person's not putting any effort into this, or why am I feeling this way? It's because they know what you want and that you feel like they're not giving it to you. Let's keep going. I have a King of Pentacles. Little bit of an ego just came into me there. I have a World and I have a Wheel of Fortune. Now, I do want to say this is going to turn around, but unfortunately, I feel like it's going to take a hard conversation. Like time to have a conversation that, you know, what it is that you want, what it is that you're looking for, that you do want to stay together, Spirit just said, but you want more. You either want to feel closer emotionally, spend more time together, or certainly know that you're moving in the direction of a committed relationship. So this kind of waiting, they're giving you strength. And I have a, what is this? This is in this deck, this is my High Priestess in this deck. Okay, that's my High Priestess. All right, I wouldn't have seen that, but that's my High Priestess. The flowers, the 2 flowers. Okay. What's coming into me more is I want more. I keep feeling like I want more. So that could be going through your mind is, you know, I'm listening to my heart. I'm listening to my own intuition, and I want more from this connection. Let's see what the cards are saying. Let's see what the feelings are. My mind is full of you. So I'm always thinking of this person. So I don't feel like I want to be with anybody else, and I don't feel like they want. I wish I could be I wish I could be a better me for you. So maybe this person knows that they're not giving you everything that you're looking for. And that is frustrating to them, or they just can't give it to you. Spirit just said, like, they're not in a position to give it to you, or they're not ready to give it to you, or they're not even ready to talk about it. So it could be like, don't push me. Don't push me. I'm not going to do something I don't want to do. If you don't like how things are, I almost feel like there's some pent up resentment. So I want to be careful with that. I don't want to be pushing this person so that they resent you asking, or you, indicating that you're not happy, because you just are looking for a sense of, where are we going? Like, where is this connection going? At some point I need to know, it's not going to, just kind of hang out the way it is. You will hear from me soon. All right. I think that you guys are going back and forth. I don't feel like it's a disconnect. I'm not feeling a no communication, but I do feel a pulling away. Now, maybe you were talking more often before, maybe you were seeing each other more often before, you were more into each other, and all of a sudden, it's less and less. We're not seeing each other as often, they're not calling. That's why they had shared with me in the beginning, it's inconsistent. And this person needs to step to the plate, is how I feel. Somebody has to step to the plate and kind of, put some effort in here. Otherwise it's going to be, you're going to be bored. When I look in your eyes, I see my whole future. So there is this sense of, I do see a future with you, and I do care about you, and I do love you, but it is a feeling of, don't push me. Don't push me into something I'm not ready for. Don't push me or tell me what I'm supposed to be doing or not doing. And that's where the ego, I feel like, is coming in. So we've got a little bit of a tug of war, is how I feel. And something has to give. Something has to give. Let's see where we're headed. I have a male, fair male, they're saying. Okay. I have a mature woman. Now that just came into me as an age difference. Okay. It could be an age difference on either side. Okay. But that age difference could be the difference between one person being ready for something and the other person not being ready for something. So you guys could just be at a different place in your life. I mean, especially if it's, 10 years or more, for sure. But you could just be at a different place in your life. And maybe that age difference is affecting some of the choices that you're making. So maybe maybe it wasn't an issue before, but maybe now it's becoming, you're starting to see it more as an issue, because they're just not where you want them to be, and they're not ready for where you want them to be. Something like that. I have fun times. We have a good time together. Every time we are together, we have a great time. I love being with this person. I could look forward to being with this person. So I feel like I'm kind of caught in between. I'm just like, where do we go from here? Like, what's going to happen next? Freedom, being single. You could be questioning, would I be better off dating other people at this point? Would I, if I'm not seeing this person consistently and we don't really have a commitment at this point, we're not heading into any kind of commitment, am I open to seeing other people? Or should we start, being available to dating other people? Maybe this isn't going where you want it to go. So let's see what else we have. But there's a lot of love here. So let's see what they're saying. They find you sexy. I think there's chemistry. I think we have a good time together. I feel like I don't want to let this person go, because it is enjoyable to be with this person. But at the end of the day, I do feel like I want more. I feel like I'm looking for more. I've been asking for more, Spirit side. So maybe you have been asking for more and they just are avoiding the conversation or just not even clarifying it. You could feel that this is a perfect match and you think that you guys would be great together. But, this kind of pulling away and not, it's like almost an emotional they're not available emotionally. You know, they're not committing to what their emotions are and where they're headed. They're enjoying all the good parts. They're enjoying all the fun, and it's probably physical, and you guys have a good time, and you guys really look forward to being together, but they're not opening up emotionally. And I guess that's probably what's going on. It's like, I need them to be more emotionally available to see, you know, where we're headed. A spiritual connection. Okay. You feel like spirit brought you together. You feel like this is a good match. I get that. Moving in together. I feel like that's probably what's the next step. So you guys could be thinking, well, you know what? I don't want a marriage. I'm not ready for marriage. But I'd live with you, you know, let's live together and see how that goes and see if that works out. And maybe that's kind of the best of both worlds right now. You know, we get to know each other, we can spend more time together. And then we can see if that's something that, you know, we want to continue and, you know, stay together forever. So maybe that's something that we're talking about. I'm just going to say taking it to the next level is something that we want to do, whatever the next level is for you. So maybe that's what's really would help this connection, is that, you know, we just are being pulled apart because maybe we physically can't see each other every day, or it's hard on top of work or kids or responsibilities to kind of juggle everything. And then days go by and we realize we haven't even had any contact. You know, we haven't seen each other. We haven't had time together. So something could be going on along those lines. I have a 7 of Cups, lots of choices. I have a 10 of Cups, but I am happy with this person. So it's not like you want something else, and I don't think they want something else. It's deciding that we want to make this work, and how do we make it work? So right now we've got to spend more time together. I have a Queen of Swords. We got to talk. We got to be more open. And in the beginning of this reading, I said, you know, it's time for a serious conversation. And this conversation could be like, where, you know, where do you see us headed? What do you see for us? What do you want for us? And maybe somebody can't answer that. And if they, sometimes not answering a question is the answer. So keep that in mind also. I have a 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, we need to work at this. We need to build on this. So there is a feeling of, what's my bottom of the deck? 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups and a 3 of Wands. Okay, so I can be really happy with this person, but really what it's coming down to for me in this reading, Sagittarius, is I just want to have a little bit more. I don't need to see in a crystal ball, but I do have to have a little bit more of a clue as far as what are you thinking about your future with me. Okay, so that's how it's coming into me. So some of you are looking for answers from your person, and I feel like we're not getting them. So we might have to have that serious conversation and ask somebody, you know, what do they want? Not an easy conversation. Not an easy conversation. Let's see what the love messages are. I want to do things the right way for us. Okay, so maybe this person is wanting to take time. Maybe they don't want to rush into anything. Maybe they don't want to make a mistake. So, but if you don't know that and they're not telling you that, then how would you know? So you've got to find that out from them. So if they want to do it the right way, that's great. But, you know, tell me that that's what you're doing, that you want to do it one step at a time, or you think that maybe in 2 years from now, if we're still doing as good as we are, then we can start talking about plans for something else. But you know, I do feel like we're going to go to the next level, whatever the next level is for you guys. I do feel like after we have this kind of conversation, it's like, okay, now we have an understanding of where we are and kind of where we're heading. And let's not think beyond that. There could be something along those lines. My actions show me, I love this. There are people, a lot of people out there that they have a hard time expressing themselves. They have a hard time just saying what it is they need to say. So they do it through their actions. You know, in this case, right now, they're pulling away, they're inconsistent, and they're not coming forward with where do you see us in in a couple of years from now, or in 5 years or 10 years? And, so that says something in itself. They're not sharing, they're not thinking that far ahead, or maybe they're thinking that far ahead, but they're not thinking about that it includes you. So you need to know that it includes you. So you've got to see their actions can also be really positive, right? They're very affectionate. They love being with you. They do sweet little gestures for you all the time to show you that they care, so that could be the positive. But you've got to look at their actions as to almost like this nonverbal communication to help you understand, what it is that they're thinking. I've got a maybe. Maybe they haven't made up their mind. That's why they're not saying anything. They don't want to commit one way or another. That they love you and they like being with you, but they can't think that far ahead. And maybe they're saying that. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, let alone, in 5 years from now. So some people think like that, but if you're the type of person I am, that you kind of want to know where you stand with somebody. Otherwise, you feel like you're wasting your time, and you don't want to keep wasting your time, certainly not years with somebody. So you kind of know, you want to know where you stand. And I think that they owe it to you to some extent if you are in a long-term relationship that really at a kind of a standstill. It hasn't made any changes for a long time, and nothing is being talked about, and you want something different. So I think that that's important to talk about. Let me take the lead. This person probably wants to be in complete control of when the next step happens or when we do things. But there's two people in this connection. So that's really important to remember, that there's two of us deciding, are we going to live together? Are we going to talk about a marriage someday? Are we, especially for those of you that have never been married and like to have a baby, and you've got a ticking time bomb as far as your the years that you could have a child. So, those things are really, really important to talk about, because you don't want to tie up all kinds of time and years with somebody who then turns around and says, no, I don't ever want to be married, never have a child. And you're like, what? So you have to know what you want, and you have to be able to express what you want, and you have to be able to ask your other person, do you want the same thing as I do on the same timeline as I do? So I think those things are really, really important. So let's see what some other messages are. I'm tired of fighting this connection. The chemistry between us is unreal, and I am a moth to a flame when it comes to you. So I have no doubt in my mind that you're very into each other. I think you really enjoy each other. I think that when you are together, you guys have a great time. And that's why this is a little confusing. It's like, we have a great time. One of us wants more of it, and the other one's kind of like, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. So it's confusing, and it could be upsetting, especially if you really are into this person and you really want to be with this person more. It's like, why don't you want to be with me more? So I get that, but you could be on different timelines. Like I said, maybe there's an age difference, maybe there's other things involved, that you're just on a different timeline. Doesn't mean you won't catch up to each other, but you could just be thinking about different things at a different time. I keep seeing your name and things that remind me of you everywhere around me. So you're on my mind. I'm definitely, I'm thinking about you. So even when I'm not reaching out to you, it's not like they've just like brushed you off. I think that they are, getting to a place where they're accepting, what it is that they want, and what's going to make you happy and what's going to make them happy. I think that's going on. I feel your energy all around me and cannot help but hope that you feel my energy around you too. So obviously they're thinking about you. They do feel like this is a spiritual connection, the way that came into me, almost like our souls talk to each other. I do feel connected to you. I do want to be with you. And I really feel like this person thinks that their actions, what they're doing today, is somehow showing you that they do want to be with you, and they do want to continue on this journey with you. So I guess that, but I do feel like we need a big conversation. I feel like we've got to talk. We've got to have a conversation. You have the ability to tame the beast in me. One look into your eyes and I turn to mush. So this person obviously is in love with you. I mean, I'm not gonna question that. It's just, are they ready to commit? And that's, I think, what's on the table. I think one of you wants more and the other one is, I don't know what I want. So we've got to have a conversation. Divine time. Oh boy, I knew Spirit was going to say divine timing. We can't control this. We can't push it. We can't give ultimatums. Divine timing is at play, and we need to wait for the union. Time to heal and to evolve. So maybe that's the answer. But we do owe it to the connection to have this conversation and see what your person's thinking and feeling. And does this person want the same things that you want? Okay. So we're going to put this out to the universe, and I hope this person comes around. I do feel like we're going to take it to the next level after this big conversation. And I do think it's going to be helpful to us. So we're going to put that out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. And I want to thank you all for being here. If you're new to my channel, please hit that heart and comment below. I'd love to hear from you. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, check out my website at KathyMamolen.psychicmedium.com. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys all again in another Love Messages for my Sagittarius real soon.